At 40 meters, the soldier and sailor monument towers above Sebastopol, a potent reminder of the city's place in Soviet and Russian military history. Even when Sebastopol became part of independent Ukraine, Russia's Black Sea Fleet stayed put. When Russia annexed Crimea in 2014, not even Russia's closest allies recognized the move. But for locals like activist Olga Dronova, all of that doesn't matter. Crimea and Russia, she says, share an identity.
We all breathed a sigh of relief. It was about returning home. Before, I didn't have a country I could be proud of. When the Olympics were on, I always supported Russia. When it came to reading my child bedtime stories, the stories were Russian ones. I told my kids about Russian history, Russian Tsars. That's what I know.
Back in 2014, the West responded with economic sanctions that are still in place. International companies left, and McDonald's became Peace Burger. More crucially, so did many banks. Sanctions mean that international cards are not accepted in Crimea, and it's not possible to withdraw cash. It's the same story with foreign mobile phones. Crossing into Crimea means losing signal. But apart from sanctions, what else has changed for people in Sebastopol? It's not an easy question to answer. Expressing doubts about the legitimacy of Russia's control of the region can carry a jail term of up to 5 years.
My life became a lot easier.
I lived the same life I lived before. Not much has changed for me. I feel all right.
Life has changed. We have more certainty.
One thing you can't miss in Sebastopol are the upcoming presidential elections. At every turn, posters remind people of their duty to vote.
I just turned 18. I'm voting for my first time, and voting is a big deal for me. I hope that my generation makes the right choice. In my opinion, that's Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
In this wonderful country, there's no point in going to vote.
Even Russia's cosmonauts have been enlisted to bring out the vote. One group that's less likely than others to follow that call are Crimea's Muslim Tatar minority. Persecuted by Soviet authorities and deported to Central Asia in the 1940s, Tatars were only allowed to return home after the end of communism. Since 2014, Russian authorities have banned the Mejlis, the Tatar community's ruling body, and closed the Tatar language TV channel. But this conflict is also about land. Instead of financial compensation for the deportation, under Ukraine, these Tatar families and many like them were given land to build homes. They say Russian authorities are now reneging on that commitment.
They're threatening that they'll bring in the bulldozers and pull down our homes. People are in despair, afraid of ending up on the street. We held hunger strikes, but local media don't cover them. If you organize even a small protest with a few banners, they put you in jail for 10 days. The head of our group here, Fatsil, he was arrested.
As the evening draws in, downtown Sevastopol grinds to a halt. True to form, Vladimir Putin keeps everyone guessing and waiting for what will be an appearance of just a few minutes.
Thanks to your decision, Sevastopol and Crimea have returned home, to our common home, Mother Russia.
On Sunday, Russia and Crimea go to the polls. The date is no coincidence, coming as it does 4 years to the day since Russia annexed the peninsula. Nearly 20 years since he first became president, Vladimir Putin will now be hoping that the memory of those events is enough to bring people to the ballot boxes, despite the fact that many see the election as a foregone conclusion. Here in Sebastopol, those memories are still very much alive. What's less clear is whether Crimea still has the same emotional pull across the length and breadth of Russia's 10 time zones.